Welcome to Mirror Domains Movie News for February 3rd, 2022. Guys, we've got a lot of exciting topics to talk about today. Let's just take a look. The Rings of Power has its first official images out, and we're going to look at those. Netflix has a preview video out for its 2022 releases, a reel of some kind, and I did a trailer reaction for that. I'll leave a link to that when in the cards up above when this goes live, but it reveals some things like Knives Out 2, The Atom Project, so there's going to be some things to talk about there. Madam Web is coming. Dakota Johnson has been cast in this role. We'll talk about that. Tatum as Gambit. Apparently he was going to do a Gambit movie or, you know, a series or something, and he talked about it. We'll talk about that, some quotes. The Northman has a new image out we'll look at. X has some character posters. Book of Boba Fett is going to be the talk of the town for the next couple of days, and I want to talk about some of the reception to it. I watched it. I have a trailer, or I have a reaction and review for that up in the channel too. There's some TV headlines we need to talk about. Moon Knight. We need to talk about The Last of Us, and Rudy Giuliani on Dancing with the Star, or singing, Masked Singer, or something weird is happening in TV headlines, guys. We'll talk about that, and if we got time, we'll do the Twitter roundup to finish out the show. But first up, guys, we are going to be talking about Amazon's Lord of the Rings and the first character photos. Amazon releases Lord of the Rings character photos showing only hands and torsos. Okay, so we know that this is coming out in September, and we so they had the little title reveal video that was pretty cool. It was practical. That was really cool to watch. But if you go over to their Instagram, LOTR on Prime, you can see all of these images. Now, Hollywood Reporter here doesn't do a very good job of showcasing it. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go over to their Instagram page, and I'm not going to look at each one, guys, because it's just their hands and it's their torso. That's the Sauron right there, right? And then these are the rest of the characters, so you don't really get to see their faces. But it is the first images, and it looks like the costuming is going to be phenomenal. It is. The Rings of Power is going to be. It is touted as the most expensive TV series ever put into production, and that's just something that you expect this kind of imagery, you expect this kind of production design, this costuming, this promotion. Now, I don't know if this all works because I don't know who these characters are. You just kind of get a hint of, okay, who is this? Is this a hobbit? Somebody who likes to grow things? There's a scholar. Is that a mage of some kind? There's somebody holding a bow there. Is that an elf? Obviously, there's going to be lots of humans in this because this is about the humans taking on Sauron in the first place, right? Is that it? That's what this is about. And there's that little teaser reveal that we saw. And hopefully this image becomes something a little bit more, this is like the concept art of what we should be expecting in scope. But, and here's the cast. But one thing I'll tell you this, because of the Book of Boba Fett coming out, and we can see that they can make it look cinematic, like the budget for Book of Boba Fett and Halo, it all looks like it could have been done for the big screen, and it looks awesome. So we know that the Rings of Power is something that's going to be, once we get that first teaser and we get the scope and we get to see imagery like this here, I think it's going to blow our minds. I think it's absolutely going to blow our minds, and I can't wait for it. So guys, go over to the Instagram and take a look at some of those photos. Let me know which one is your favorite in the comments below, because I'm very curious to know what one are you anticipating? Is that a dwarf there? That'll be kind of fun. Yeah, so let me know what you thought about those the Rings of Power images in the comments below, and we'll talk about it. All right, guys. Netflix has a preview reel out, and we're going to talk about that right now. Now, I did a trailer reaction for this, and it's going to be up on the channel later today. And because I wanted to see it. Netflix unveils 2022 film slate with first footage of Knives Out 2 and The Gray Man. Now, Gray Man is something with Ryan Gosling, Chris Evans, and it looks like they're facing off with each other. It's awesome. We'll take a look at some of the screenshots in this as we talk about this. Knives Out 2 is something I think it's going to be awesome. I think it's going to be something very special to look at. Now, something in there that made me go, oof, I don't know about this. It was Jason Momoa as a half man, half beast takedown here. And it was just kind of like, I don't know about this, guys. This looks a little suspect. Okay, let me just pull up it on the bigger sense of what's going on here, and it'll give us a little bit better look. I'm not going to play the entire trailer here, but it's just like quick little snippets, and it looks like at sometimes in the trailer they're talking to us, the audience, so they break the fourth wall, like they only filmed these promotions specifically for this promo reel. But I'll show you the little Knives Out here. I don't think there's going to be audio for it, but you will see my reaction to it when it first later on today when I do my reaction for it. I just feel like it did a good job of showing us a little showcase of everything. I'm excited about a lot of the stuff. Enola Holmes 2 is one that I'm excited about because I actually really liked the first Enola Holmes. And Millie Bobby Brown I think she's going to be one of the best actresses working today because she just nails it all the time. And she's producing it. And there's Cavill as Sherlock. And they're joking around here. They're talking about, why are you talking to the screen? It's just a lot of fun. But the only other one that I really wanted to look at was the one with Ryan Reynolds, and Jamie Foxx is in one. See, he was talking to the screen there, so that's why I was saying that it seems like it's a promo for. It's just a promo that they put out there for all of us, and it's okay. The Gray Man. There we go. Action. Gosling looks fantastic there. It looks like it's going to be awesome, and it's only going to be a Netflix movie. There's so many little clips of stuff in here. Where's the Ryan Reynolds one? The Atom Project. Now, apparently, this is his younger self here. He goes back in time to fix something, and he gets caught up with Zoe Saldana, trying to save this kid. It just it looks awesome. It looks really awesome. But guys, that's Netflix's preview reel. You got to see Knives Out 2, and you got to see the cast. And when I did my trailer reaction for it, I just had this big, huge smile on my face just because I was late to the party for the first Netflix. Sorry, not the first Netflix, the first Knives Out. So I want to know what you guys thought about it in the comments below. The Netflix preview, it's definitely worth checking out. But I want to take a look a little bit more at that Atom Project because I just want to take a look at the IMDb for you guys to let you know what this is about because it is interesting. A time-traveling pilot teams up with his younger self and his late father to come to terms with his past while saving the future. So, okay. So what we saw in that image of him with Ruffalo, I think Ruffalo is playing his father. Ryan Reynolds, Jennifer Garner, Zoe Saldana, Mark Ruffalo, Catherine Keener, cool. Walker Scobell as young Adam. So those images that we saw images of this earlier in the week too. So that must be him and his father and his younger self. The Atom Project looks like it's going to be something that it's got potential. It's got potential to be big, and I want it to be big because I feel like the chemistry between Saldana and Ryan Reynolds is going to be key. And let me know what you thought about the Atom Project. Do you think that it has potential? Ryan Reynolds with his younger self. It's not de-aged or anything. It's just him there. And I feel like that's got some great things that could possibly. I'm hoping that it's going to be really good, really, really good, and it should be. Hopefully. You never know. Dakota Johnson to star in Madam Web for Sony. Now, guys, are you familiar with Madam Web? I'm not, so I had to read this article. But I guess Dakota Johnson is going to be taking on Madam Web. We don't know too much about this other than the fact that the guys who did the upcoming Morbius movie are going to be working on this, either writing this or S.J. Clarkson is set to direct the feature, which is part of Sony's growing stable of films based on Marvel characters. Introduced in the 1980s, Madam Web is a clairvoyant mutant who specializes in predicting the future of spider-themed superheroes, having mentored not only Peter Parker's alter ego, but also multiple generations of heroes calling themselves Spider-Woman. Traditionally depicted as a blind, paralyzed old woman, she is surrounded by a web-like machine necessary to keep her alive, meaning that she stays away from direct conflict and rather sends out others on missions. Okay, so she will recruit stuff, but she's going to be playing an older person. Matt Sazama and Burt Sharpless, who are behind Morbius, penned the script. So they penned the script, but this other guy, J.S. Clarkson or S.J. Clarkson is going to be directing. So it's got a director, it's got a lead actress, it's got some writers, it's a script. Madam Web. No announcement as to when it's going to be out or when it's going to be starting to shoot. Another little fact I guess you guys should know about this is that they were originally considering Jennifer Lawrence to play this role. But Dakota Johnson gets it. I think that's better. But she's going to be blindfolded and she's going to be older and she's going to have minions. They're building the bad guys around Spider-Man to come out. It's just which Spider-Man? Which Spider-Man is she going to be facing off? Because we know that the Venom isn't going to be in the Tom Holland one. Tom Hardy's Venom isn't going to be in the Tom Holland one unless they somehow bring him back just because of the post-grad scenes. It's all a big mess. How's it all going to go together? We know there's the Spider-Verse. We know the multiverse and stuff and all that. So who knows how it's all going to work. But Dakota Johnson to star in Madam Web for Sony. What do you think? Let me know in the comments below. Does it intrigue you? I'll keep my eye on that for sure. All right. Let's continue on with some more movie news. And Channing Tatum and talking about Gambit. There was supposed to be a Gambit movie, guys. There was, with Tatum. Tatum was so traumatized by not playing Gambit that he can't watch Marvel movies. It's just too sad. And it is, because he should have been Gambit. Like 10 years ago, I think they started talking about it, and then it just got pushed around. The scripts got re-scripted because of all of the mess with the X-Men and 20th Century Fox getting bought out. And let's see some quotes here. The studio really didn't want us to direct it. They wanted anybody but us, essentially, because we had never directed anything. So, come on, but that hasn't stopped them before. That hasn't stopped the studio before. I don't know what. They've hired people who haven't had a lot of talent behind the camera, proven talent, to do big projects before. They've done that before. So I don't see what's wrong with Tatum. Okay, let's continue on with this quote. They would call him flamboyant in his description, Tatum says. I wouldn't. He was just the coolest person. He could pull anything off. Most superheroes, their outfits are utilitarian. Batman's got his belt. Gambit's like, no, that shit's just fly, bro. This shit walked down the Paris runway last year. He's just wearing the stuff that's so dope because he loves fashion. Gambit and fashion. That trench coat, does that... and the weird head thing, I don't know about that. But basically he said it traumatized him. Being on and off again, I could see that. Once Gambit went away, I was so traumatized, Tatum says. I shut off my Marvel machine. I haven't been able to see any of the movies. I love that character. It was just too sad. It was like losing a friend because I was so ready to play him. And Tatum, I think he could have played him, but he's getting too old now because I think they will want a younger Gambit to play off. Hopefully a younger, what's Rogue. Because I want to see a Rogue Gambit movie. That's what I would like to see. But Tatum, you never know because they got multiverse stuff now. You could bring him in as a cameo. You just want to get your own franchise set up, and that's just those are the breaks. What do you think about the Tatum Gambit story? Let me know in the comments below, and we will talk about it. Oh, this came up the other day too. We're gonna talk about this story again just briefly here. Arnold. We talked about this on Monday, I think it was. It came out a while ago. I guess he's filmed some kind of a promo for the Super Bowl where he's going to appear as Zeus. Yeah. Arnold just likes to have a lot of fun, and he's just a great mensch when it comes to this kind of stuff. He'll play along and have fun with things, and I don't know exactly what it's going to be. It's just going to be a commercial of some kind, probably for tires or a new oil filter or something. But Arnold as Zeus, he's got this image out, and he's still pretty muscular. Speaking of muscular people, let's take a look at Alexander Skarsgård for the Northman. Now, this is a new image that was out. It was out yesterday, and it's for Total Film. Now, if you want to see some more images, you got to sign up for Total Film. I don't want to sign up for Total Film. But the Northman trailer was awesome. It was one of my most anticipated films of this year. It was directed by the guy who did The Witch, and it does have Anya Taylor-Joy in it and stuff. And the cast looks phenomenal. And Skarsgård has always been ripped. He was ripped in Tarzan. He's just got that physique. Well, I think a lot of people are looking forward to the Northman, and I'm definitely going to be one of them. He's definitely put himself in shape. Whew. Yep, he definitely has. What do you think about some of those photos? Let me know in the comments below, and we'll talk about it. X is a movie coming out on A24, Ty West. We did a trailer reaction for it. It's up on the channel. X character posters have been revealed, starring Brittany Snow. Now, what happens in this movie is that it's like a grindhouse. It's a throwback to those grindhouse horror films, like the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. So the premise is that there's a bunch of people going out in Texas to film this adult-rated film, and they get brutally attacked by some people. And here's the log line. In 1979, a group of young filmmakers set out to make an adult film in rural Texas. Nothing can go wrong there. But when their reclusive elderly hosts catch them in the act, the cast find themselves fighting for their lives. Because it's the sin factor. We all know this. It's the sin factor. Now, I'm going to have to zoom out here to take a look at these photos because these are the big photos. But we could just see some of the characters. And if you don't know the actresses, then these won't mean much to you. But I like the aesthetic of them. I like the aesthetic of them quite a bit. It gives you that throwback feel. Oh, Jenna Ortega. There you know. We just saw her in the new Scream movie. She's a name that's going up in her stock as well. And I thought that was Luke Wilson, but it's not. It is not. So let me fix my zoom. And those are the X character posters, guys. I like the first one because she's a blonde, right? Right? You like the first one? Let me know in the comments below. We're going to talk about some TV news headlines now, including the Book of Boba Fett that came out yesterday. But let's start off with Oscar Isaac and Moon Knight. Oscar Isaac confirms Moon Knight is a limited series, much like WandaVision. And the Falcon and Winter Soldier, I think, is getting a second season. I don't really want one, but WandaVision definitely was only a limited series. So Moon Knight is only going to be a limited series. I thought if it did well, I thought that's something that they would want to continue. But I guess if it's only going to be a single season, it's going to be good. It has to be good. And hopefully they can make movies with him too. But who knows? Depends what they do with the story. We got a quote here by Oscar Isaac himself. I'd never heard of Moon Knight before, and I collected comics when I was younger. I'd heard of Morbius, but I've never heard of Moon Knight. I don't know how the process was for you, because it's a feature film and we're a limited series. Huh. Okay. Well, he just says there, it's a limited series, so he's only signed on for a limited series. Loki, we knew earlier this week is going to be a second season, and we knew that at the end of that series. But the intention for Moon Knight is to be a limited series. It's not too surprising, but is sure to elicit a few disappointed groans from fans of the character. Yeah, I could see that. If you're wanting Moon Knight to be a couple of seasons, I guess not, guys. It's only going to be a couple. Does that bum you out? The trailer looked phenomenal. I'll leave a link to that up in the cards above of my trailer reaction to it, because it did look awesome. HBO's Last of Us set photos reveal major change from video game. Okay, it's going to have Pedro Pascal, the Mandalorian himself, and Storm Reed as Riley. Okay, but Pascal is playing Joel, and Bella Ramsey as Ellie. Bella Ramsey. Now, the only change here, guys, that we need to note is... fun fact, HBO's The Last of Us will change its outbreak year from 2013 to 2003, meaning the events of The Last of Us will take place in 2023 instead of 2033. Well, yeah, I wonder why this change was made. I wonder why it was made. That's a curious change. I guess maybe just to have it currently feel like it's going to be in the years that we're supposed to be, 2023. 2022 to 2023. It's nothing that changed it too drastically, right? Are you a fan of The Last of Us? Would that change mean anything to you? Does it alter your perspective? Star Wars fans fix Cad Bane's live action design. Guys, it hasn't even been out for it's been over 24 hours, but it hasn't been 48 hours. Guys, we already got fans clamoring, saying that, oh, you did us dirty. No! Cad Bane was awesome in it. If you've watched, sorry guys, this is a spoiler for Book of Boba Fett, episode 6. Cad Bane shows up, as do a lot of other surprise cameos. I really liked it. It was the best episode of the series so far, and because it has the Mandalorian in it and such, and it's some of the best Star Wars we've seen in a long time too, since the finale for Mandalorian season 2. This is by far it's just, and it trumps anything that the sequel trilogy ever did by far. It was so awesome, but people are complaining his eyes are too big or his skin isn't blue enough. Guys, do you really see the difference between the original and the adjusted? I don't understand why people are up in arms. People are complaining that, it's supposed to be a Boba Fett show, but it's not. We just saw 2 episodes with Mandalorian, and Boba Fett didn't really say anything in the last 2 episodes. It's just, guys, they're building towards something. And hopefully it's going to pay off in the 7th episode, the finale, where everybody comes together. I really like that episode. But Cad Bane has been the secret has been blown off that one. I'm not going to spoil the other secrets for you guys, but go watch the Book of Boba Fett episode 6, because it's just so fantastic. I'm not going to go too far down this article unless to not expose any more spoilers, but I couldn't fathom it. I loved that episode. I was just so happy and joyful, and just felt like a little kid again watching it. And then when I went on to watch some reviews about it, some people were just so angry and upset about it. I can't fathom. And look at the differences. It's not that much of a difference, guys. So his skin isn't as blue. He's on Tatooine. Come on. Maybe he got some sunburn and his skin peeled. You never know these things. But that's what I wanted to talk about. It's just some of the receptions to the episode. Star Wars, the Book of Boba Fett, Chapter 6, is going to be the talk of the town for probably the next week until the finale comes out. Everybody's going to be breaking it down. You're going to find tons of Easter egg videos out there. And guys, if you're a fan of The Mandalorian, go watch this episode. It's going to leave you speechless. Speechless! Talking about being left speechless. The Masked Singer Rudy Giuliani reveal. The Masked Singer Rudy Giuliani reveal reportedly sparks outrage from the justice. I didn't. Out of all the things, I never thought that Rudy Giuliani would have a singing voice. So you know that this was just going to be a marketing kind of. What the heck are you guys thinking? But I guess as soon as he was revealed, some of the judges were not fans. He's been trying to rehab his image because he's been dragged over the coals. I'm not going to talk about the political stuff. He should be in jail, maybe. Prompting judges Ken Jeong and Robin Thicke to leave the stage in protest, and I would too. The pair eventually returned to rejoin McCarthy and Nicole Scherzinger to continue the taping. But I'd be kind of like, guys, the producers of the show knew that was going to be the reaction once he was revealed. And it's going to cause people talking about it, like us. And it's going to make a lot of people on TV, in the TV realm, also talk about it. Because I'm curious to hear, can he sing? Can he sing? Get his face off the screen, guys. Masked Singer. What do you think? And that's the way that it's been in the realm of TV news. We're just going to round up the day now, looking at the Twitterverse and see what's going on out there through some film updates. All the latest news. Yeah, okay, so this is where I saw that J-Law was being considered for the Madame Web story. Sony reportedly considered Jennifer Lawrence for Madame Web film, but she dropped out of consideration before Dakota Johnson was cast as the titular character. That's Dakota Johnson right there. That must be from a scene out of Shades of Grey. Dakota Johnson will play Madame Web. Yeah, directed by S.J. Clarkson. Cool. Henry Cavill in Enola Holmes 2. Guys, go watch I had so much fun with the first Enola Holmes. It was a teen kind of movie, but it was fun seeing Henry Cavill as Sherlock Holmes. And he's got his pipe there. Interesting. So they're playing more into that. And if they have more interactions with him and his sister, Enola, that was the highlight of the first films for me. Was him and her, because he's the greatest detective and she's the younger sister. So I felt like that was the highlight. First look at Enola Holmes. So they just cut out the small clip there from that Netflix release. First look at Jennifer Lopez in The Mother. We just did a story about that. She recently talked about her relationship with Ben Affleck. And there's a short of that up on the channel, and you can find that in the shorts feed. Catherine Hahn, Jessa Henwick, Kate Hudson, Leslie Odom Jr., Madeline Klein, and Dave Bautista in Knives Out 2. They're boarding a boat. Yeah, that's apparently what happens. They board a boat and somebody gets murdered on it. Can't wait for that one. Zachary Quinto, can't wait for it. But the selling point was just that look of Daniel Craig. He's like, huh? Something's going on. Something's afoot. First look at Chris Evans in The Gray Man. Yeah, he's got that tash, that class, or that throwback to like a 70s tash. First look at Anna de Armas and Regé John Page in The Gray Man. The Gray Man. Oh, The Gray Man. Yeah, everybody will be talking about that. Everybody will be talking about the Rings of Power and those posters. The Gray Man, we need to learn more about that. I'll do a story about that tomorrow, maybe. We'll look into that. And this is where I find all of this stuff, guys. Blake Lively is set to star in sci-fi thriller Proxy from Pieces of a Woman director. Well, you know what? I always like Blake Lively. Talking about Ryan Reynolds earlier today in The Atom Project. He's the wife of Adam of Ryan Reynolds. Whew. Hey, Lady Gaga. Now I thought about doing a story about the BAFTAs and all the awards. I'm only going to cover the Oscars when that comes out, the Oscar nominations and stuff like that. I'm not going to. All of these other awards they're too niche. People don't really care about that. Yeah, it's just too niche. Like I keep my eye on it, but it's nothing. Unless you're like a hardcore fan, it's just too niche. The BAFTA, they're the nominations and stuff. It's just sometimes it just it's too overloaded. Sometimes with awards. Well, we can't just have the awards. We got to have directors awards. We got to have actors awards. We got to have. Yeah, it's just too many. Robert Pattinson reveals he is currently working on 3 original projects with HBO Max. Are you a Robert Pattinson fan? I only want to do original stuff, so every single thing is based on an original idea that I came up with or a writer. What's with that look? Hey, wait, what are you opening your mouth for exactly? Robert Pattinson, Zoe Kravitz, and Colin Farrell, Paul Dano for the Batman press photo. Huh. Look, that's a good cast. It's a good photo. Good photo. They did a bunch of character posters yesterday too, and I did a short for that. Look for that. Of course, Colin Farrell looks nothing like the Penguin here because he was put in prosthetics and makeup, and it looks great. The Batman, we're going to be talking about that all month here until it comes out. And guys, it looks like that's the way that it's been for today in the realm of movie and entertainment news. Let's round it out there. What do you think about some of these stories, guys? Let me know in the comments below and we will talk about it. Guys, if you don't know, we talk about movie news and entertainment headlines daily, 12 p.m. Eastern on this channel. It's a live show, so I hope you guys come and watch it. I hope you get the nerves up to start participating in the live chat, because once that happens, it's all going to be driven by you guys. You know, I'm doing all the heavy lifting right now, but if you like some of these stories, share them. Share this feed with people. Get the word out, and hey, there's a show out there that talks about movie news headlines and gives it to you straight. Doesn't give you a whole lot of fluff. And yeah, we talk about the actual headlines instead of anecdotes of my life and my tragedies and all of that stuff. Who needs that schlock? Let's just talk about the movies. All right, guys, that's the way it's been for February 3rd. Let me see your comments, and I'll see you tomorrow for tomorrow's show.